I am hoping that Canada will invest their money in making a 100-kilometer high geodesic dome and putting an elevator on the side in order to launch people to outer space from 100 kilometers off the ground. Now, if we are to accomplish this, we will be able to do 100 space missions a month, and we will be able to colonize other planets and to do things that were never done before. Right now, we are using a space mission, which is requiring us to use a space shuttle, which is costing billions of dollars in order for us to do one simple mission. Where if we were 100 kilometers off the ground, we could use gunpowder. And gunpowder is a lot more realistic than using rocket fuel, which is costing us hundreds of millions of dollars in order to do one simple mission. And it is depleting our planet of water supplies. When a 100-kilometer dome would be far easier to build. To build a 100-kilometer dome would require 200 trillion pieces of 50 centimeter metal. And we have far more than that on the planet. And, 50 centimeters, it doesn't even have to be metal. We could use plastic, which would have the same strength. So, to talk about the 200 trillion pieces is truly irrelevant because there are so many alternatives that we can use that would have the same strength ability. And when it comes to a geodesic dome, the way that a geodesic dome is made is that no matter how big it gets, the bottom will always have enough strength to support the top because the bottom has more pieces of metal than the top does, and it will always work this way. And there is nothing that is going to change the structure's capability. And what I'm saying is that if you use a 100-kilometer half spherical geodesic dome, we can put an elevator on the side of this and we can launch things to other planets, and we will be able to do 100 space missions a month, where this man is doing one space mission every 6 months, and he is costing us hundreds of millions of dollars every time he is doing this. And if we did 30 to 100 space missions a month, we would colonize other planets. We would be able to go to the moon 100 times a month, where if we use a space mission that this man is using, he is not going to be able to get this done for over a year to 2 years. He is going to be struggling constantly. And if we use 100 kilometers, half spherical, and I say half spherical because it is using half the amount that a complete geodesic dome is going to use, with still the same strength of the original geodesic dome, and then you are going to be able to go on space missions 100 times a month. What I'm telling you is that if we use this, look, 100 kilometers, and we build it in this fashion, we are going to be able to do 100 space missions a month with an elevator on the side. We'll be able to put an elevator here and it'll go up to the top. And what I'm telling you is the enormous amount that you are wasting because you want to use your money on a space shuttle that is wasting our money, and it is doing a fraction of what we are capable of doing. And then we could do space missions every month, and then we will be able to colonize other planets instead of this waste of money that our space mission is doing for us. And we should build a 100-kilometer half spherical geodesic dome using 200 trillion pieces of metal, which are 50 centimeters each, right? 50 centimeters each. We do not even have to use metal. We can use plastic. There is alternatives to this. And then we can do 100 space missions a month instead of this one space mission every 6 months that you're wasting our money on. And we should be doing this.